Bonjour, bonsoir, buenos dias, buenas noches. Welcome back to my channel, everyone. Today we're going to be talking about the Baddies, the newest episode. So, yeah, things were getting wicked with the last episode, for real. The last one that we saw with Smiley. They was definitely giving her a taste of her own bully medicine. But like Suki's friend literally put her in a headlock, took her down to the ground. They snatched her chain. So it wasn't even the chain that belonged to Mariah. It was her actual chain that was most likely real. Because remember, the one that homegirl said she had, that Mariah Lynn said she had, she said that was, the chain was actually fake, but the pendant was real, according to her. I mean, ain't nothing wrong with that as long as it's giving the look. I mean, and on top of that, because you're a celebrity, they expect you to have real chains. But I mean, you saving money and you got the look. So I mean, it is what it is at the end of the day. I don't like be like, oh my God, I don't respect you because you didn't pay $100,000 for your chain. Like, it is what it is. At the end of the day, it looked just like the chain that somebody else would have been wearing that cost, the double-digit thousands. So it is what it is. Anyway, so yeah, they took that and then they was asking her to give the pendant back, but she was not really trying to give it up at that moment. Like, she wasn't really doing it. Sapphire and Suki, they were like, nah, we bullying the bully. Like, what's up? They was on 10 because she put Suki in it by calling her or sending her a message or whatever, trying to talk about some, oh, I took your friend's chain and what you like baiting her, like she was going, like she wanted her to do something, like she was trying to fight her. Like, girl, you're doing way too much. So it's like, you put yourself in this position, you can't even be mad at the outcome at the end of the day. So Smiley was like, she didn't have the energy because she had a miscarriage and she's bleeding from, all types of places. And Camilla, Camilla's the type of person that I would have been in this type of particular situation, because I like to keep it real with people, even if a lot of times it makes people upset with me because I'm so honest. But at the end of the day, Camilla was like, she was speaking straight facts. Like, you did this to yourself because you snatched her chain first. So you pretty much have to be prepared for the consequences of your actions, And she straight told her that. She didn't say those exact same words, but pretty much that's the context of what she was telling her. So Sapphire, she was just like, in the future, to Mariah, she was like, because Mariah was like, yo, like, I'm annoyed because I had to sit here for all these days being fake, being around her and stuff like that. And so Sapphire was like, nah, like, going forward, you don't play that. Like, you gonna always stand on business. You understand me? I was like, damn, she giving her the hood mama treatment for real. Remember we talked about that last week? She's like, you stand on business. Like, if anybody do anything to you, somebody snatch your chain, you don't fake friends with them. Nah. She was like, and now you got it back. You still ain't cool with her. It don't matter. I was like, okay. She ain't playing. She's telling her what she needs to do for real. So when they get to the club, they had a club event after that. The club was shut down. It was something, I guess, going on or whatever. So they didn't even get to do their hosting. So I don't even know if they got paid for that event or not. But their next stop was New York. So, they was excited about that. Biggie, she was in a bus with them, and this girl is straight up delusional. They was like, oh, I think they asked her like how it feel to be a replacement or something like that about replacement. And she gonna come talking about some, like, I'm not really a replacement, it's just, I was supposed to be here from the beginning, but just something happened. Like, girl, you in denial right now. You mad to Lulu. Like, what are you talking about? What are you talking about for real? She do not want to be called a replacement just because she was on there. Like, nobody really cared if you came back on. Like, the only thing you got is like, it's not much. Like for me, I felt like she was more of like an assistant. I feel like she should be Natalie's assistant in the background, just get to travel, but she wants to be on camera. But I felt like even in the last one, like, she was like calling the girls and doing this for Natalie and that. And I'm like, girl, you're not giving Baddie's energy. You're giving assistant energy, So that was that. That's what she was saying. I'm like, girl, you done got it twisted. What you talking about? So they went on the private jet. They had Suki, E.T., and Sapphire. It was actually their first times on a private jet. But, you also had, like, the main girls that were on the private jet as well. And was Was this girl on there, Biggie? No, she was not. Like, nobody is thinking about you, girl. Like, if you was so big and bad and everybody wanted you and wanted you back on the show, you would have been right up there with the elites. You wasn't there. Like, even E.T., who just came, is doing the elite stuff that you're not able to do. You know what I mean? Like, I understand Suki and Sapphire, because Sapphire is Suki's friend and Suki's more of like celebrity status, you know what I'm saying? But E.T., like, she got on the private jet before you. Like, that's crazy. Anyway, Smiley, she finally gives Mariah Lynn back her chain. Like, once they all get together in front of the house, like, it was almost like a setup for real. And Smiley wasn't really feeling it. She just was kind of like over it. She had lied and said they melted down Mariah's chain for her son or whatever. Come to find out, she had the joint right in her backpack, in her pocketbook, took it out, gave it to her, and then she wanted her chain back. They like, nah, you're not getting it back. Because I mean, at the end of the day, where's Mariah's chain? Like, I don't even think she got the chain. She, regardless if it's fake or not, she only got the pendant. And you thought it was okay to take somebody's stuff. You wouldn't have even gave it back if the situation didn't go down the way it went down. So don't come asking for your stuff back. If she wants to give it back to you, then that's different. So now Sapphire was like, yo, she wants to fight her because I guess she was on the internet talking smack, talking about she got jumped and 3 people took her down. It was putting on her hair and this and that. Like, nah, at the end of the day, I don't even think that Suki put her hands on her. She was coming at her. She could have went there, but Sapphire, I feel like, interjected so that Suki wouldn't have to take none of that. So I don't remember Suki actually doing anything. I know Sapphire was the one doing everything. And you know, there was a few times where Mariah Lynn got tagged in and she did a little something. But I mean, I feel like her little fist compared to this girl, like, if this girl would have really fought her back, like, and when she did fight her back, like, she was doing something, you know, like Mariah Lynn was trying, but Mariah Lynn is like a little chihuahua compared to like a big grizzly. Like, it's not a good comparison. Like, yeah, you could still throw your hands, you could still try, but I'm pretty sure her fist is a lot harder than hers. Like, she just comes off as like some hood chick ready to fight, like, and beat you down if given the opportunity, or if somebody's smaller than her. And that's what Sapphire was kind of calling her out. Like, I see, like, do you only want to fight somebody when you feel like they smaller than you and you feel like you know you could win? But when somebody's like ready to fight you one-on-one, it's like you don't want to fight. She's like, yo, like, do you want to fight me? Because I want to fight you. And she's like, nah, like, I don't want to fight. And everybody's looking at her like, yo, what are you doing? Like, and even Natalie's calling her out, like, you over here calling people out, doing the most, like, on the internet, doing this stuff every single day. Like, nah, you need to get this over with and do what you got to do, or you got to leave. I'm like, damn, she got kicked out. Like, how quickly the tables can turn. Like, people could go from your friends to your enemies real quick. The blink of an eye. So Sapphire was even saying, like, yo, I'll give you the opportunity to swing first. But while she was talking and thinking about, like, she was definitely contemplating fighting, but I think in her head, she like, yo, I'm probably not going to win this. Like, I don't think it's wise for me to square up against this girl because she already took me down. I don't know. Like, I ain't trying to get my face messed up and be bleeding and all that stuff again. So she ends up, like, Sapphire kind of like snuck her though, because she was like, I think she was taking off herself, but she wasn't really ready. I think she was doing something. Sapphire is over here taking off her shoes and just charged at her and started on her, and I'm like, damn, girl, you ain't even give her the opportunity to get ready. I thought you said you was gonna let her swing first. What happened to all of that talk? Like, things change, yo. Things change real quick. But that was pretty much the episode. I mean, it does look like it's going to be getting even more interesting with these girls. I don't know if Smiley's going to really last or not. She about to be fighting Mariah Lynn's sister, it look like. But, which is crazy because it's like, you ain't want to fight here. But now that you see this girl's coming and she's like petite, just like Mariah, now you want to do that too. So, I don't know. It's giving fake clout, you know, just doing the most for the internet, trying to get followers, trying to like go off of people's name and stuff like that, being able to say like, yeah, Mariah thinks she bad, but I'm badder than her, you know. I feel like that's more so what it is. But thanks so much for watching, you guys. I'll see you guys on the next one. Laters.